Fuck it, get started. I said I'll get started. Fuck you.
Old man hat on.
Hello, welcome, FreeForm Nation. We are back.
A little bit.
Nigga, let me. God damn it, I can never get through the intro. This nigga, I'm finna kick this nigga. I'm done with him. But yeah, welcome back.
Hola, ¿cómo está?
Been kind of a slow week, but you know, we back. We love y'all. We back. We out here. We out here getting
half dead, trying to survive.
We getting it. We out here. This might be a relatively short show, but you know, we'll see. To my left we have Tez.
You always introducing me.
He thinks he's the great. Alright, fuck you then. Alright, to my right we have Henny Neutron.
Switch it up, nigga.
Say,
What's going on, everybody? What's going on? What's going on? It's your boy Henny Neutron coming at you, surviving the zombie apocalypse out here, nigga. We getting there. I'm just playing. I'm sorry, y'all.
Okay, after that ramble. Alright, fuck boy over here. Oh, what's your name?
Shout out to Get Out Dick Rider number uno, even though it's probably a good movie.
Hey man.
Okay, Tez the Great is speaking to you guys.
What'd you say?
Anyway. Yeah, I got riders over here, dog.
But anyway, Tez the Great. Shout out to everybody paying attention to what we doing. Y'all need to leave comments, and we're about to get into it.
Word. That's what's up. So, since this cat wants to break up Get Out,
that's a perfect segue into what we're gonna do.
We're gonna talk about Get Out, just some reactions and undertones of the film. We're gonna try to keep it spoiler free, and if we do end up spoiling, I will put a note down there.
Spoiler Nation.
And if we do, I would like you to click off if you actually do want to go see the movie, because I do recommend people go see it.
Everybody.
Everybody.
It's literally a film for everybody.
Go see it.
White people, you're allowed to see it and laugh and look at the scared black people in it.
And if you don't make it through 2 minutes of this podcast, I would like you to just kindly go down in the description, check out what I got down there, check out our socials, go ahead and like the video, subscribe, holla at your boy. Alright, let's go, Henny.
Shameless plug.
So what's up? So
I
thought the movie was great, honestly. I'm not going to say it was the best film of all time, but it definitely was a good film to start off 2017. It was definitely if it came out in December, it would have been one of the best films of the year, honestly.
Well, would have been able to be? It would have been able to be nominated for an Oscar. That would have been too late.
I don't think so. I think it would have been too late.
Yeah.
But I'm not even talking about just Oscars, because there's a lot of good films out there that don't get nominated for Oscars.
No, but a lot of people
Big Trouble Little China, for instance.
Oh Lord, trolling my G. But a lot of people were saying it was good enough to be potentially nominated for the next Oscar.
I think those people were just hyping it way up.
What are you talking about?
You don't think it was of that?
I think if it got nominated, I wouldn't question it, but at the same time, I'm not gonna just jump out that window and be like that's not the cliff I want to die from. You know what I'm saying? That's not the one I want to swan.
Yeah, I can see it going just being in this genre.
Yeah, that in regards to filmography and all that shit, it was cool. It was cool. I wasn't mad at it. As far as plot goes, it was great. As far as acting goes, it was really good. It was very above average and everything. It did not suck by any means. But as far as people just being this is the greatest film ever, man, shut up. No, it's not. There are way more better movies than this.
What about in
not in that genre?
Oh,
not in that genre.
Yeah.
But I'm just talking about films in general.
Are you sure they're not talking about just right now? Just in this
they context.
People
sensationalize
sensationalize a lot of stuff,
especially in this generation.
Exactly.
With social
the greatest
media
thing I've ever seen, man. It changed my life, bro. And
if
the next 3 weeks they forget all about it.
If it did, then cool.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna if that's how you really feel about it, I'm not contesting that at all. But usually, my thing is when too many people hype something up, look out.
They don't put this shit in perspective. They're not okay.
I think a lot of people are viewing this from an angry black perspective. Especially people of color, black people. I think they're viewing it from I think a large majority. I'm pretty me and Sid talked about it earlier, and I don't think that's our viewpoint on it. Our viewpoint on it is finally, okay, cool.
Somebody gets it.
Somebody fucking put it out there and said it. Thank you.
Right.
And for that reason, it's a great film to me. And that's why I would tell people everybody needs to go see this. And I'm not saying it to be all black people go see this shit because that's how you're supposed to feel. No, I'm saying like white people go see that and see how all my white friends need to go see it to see how I feel whenever I'm in a room with them, and it's like they're the only person I know.
You don't think they think about that, or y'all don't have that conversation?
Some probably do, but you're talking about
your
friend.
friend.
Yeah.
That's
my friend specifically.
Yeah, that's what I was speaking to.
No. No,
Well,
and it took it like for real. Like I'm not trying to disrespect them or nothing like that, but it took me like having like conversations with them. Like,
okay,
this is my viewpoint on the world.
Mm-hmm.
This is how I see people. This is how I interact with people. I don't really care about race, but I know that other people do care about my race.
Right. True.
And with that being said, me knowing that especially with the history of race relations in this country, not just black people in this country, but Asian Americans, Indian Americans, Native Americans, like just viewing
people
all that
color,
people
basically.
of color, every fucking subgenre of human to the white man, because we're literally considered as though like we're lesser than.
Yeah, that is the social perspective.
Yeah, and so with that being the case, whenever I enter a room, like if I was to go to like a frat party with some of my white friends or something like that, I'm hella uncomfortable, and I'm wanting them to not get fucking wasted because I'm not looking for them to get taken advantage of. I'm looking for people to come test me.
I got you.
You feel me?
Yeah.
And that's the fucked up part. It's
so
like,
you don't think you've had conversations specifically about race?
Yeah, I
with
always.
them, but you don't think they, I guess, actively think about that during the.
No.
Okay, I got you.
And I think that's like almost the entirety of white, and I say almost, but almost the entirety of white America doesn't think about.
Just based on your experience.
Just based on your viewpoint, like they don't have to think about their color.
Yeah, true.
And it goes back to like representation on TV and shit like that. It's like they're
used
even
to
in the news, like when something real happens, like Dylan Roof, the fucking like the dude that shot up the Planned Parenthood thing.
Okay.
Yeah, I know you're talking.
All these
loud,
people,
the music.
You're
talking about the cat that shot the kids at the gas station for the loud.
Yeah, that's another case. Another case.
Florida. Yeah.
Yeah,
and then claim, then he claimed stand your ground.
Yeah, but like. And I'm just talking about things that happen on a massive scale, like school shootings and shit like that. Shit like that, like
the lone
church bombings,
the lone wolf.
They're never called a fucking terrorist.
No, they're not.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Mike Brown was considered a fucking adult.
Yeah.
Tamir Rice, an 11-year-old, was considered a fucking adult.
Somebody's gonna be like, he was 12. It doesn't matter.
You know what I'm saying? He's a kid. That's a fucking child. That's somebody's child. They're still raising that person. And they're considered a fucking adult by the news. I'm not even talking about the police. I'm talking about the news. It's like, young man shot to death by a cop. Or young man shot to death by his next door neighbor or some shit. And it's always some fucked up shit. And like, they don't have to, with shit like that being their representation, they don't have to worry about shit. They don't have to think about how they're being perceived. They don't have to worry about, I'm walking through the store and people are saying, hurry up and buy, or fuck it, like, some bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Like, they don't have to worry about that shit.
Yeah.
And so, this is a good movie to expose that side of, like, this is what it's like to be black and go to an all-white function.
And honestly, like, not with just this movie, but I think just the climate of, like, black films and just the climate of America in general, I think there's an opportunity for people to have conversations, not just amongst the same type of people, but
same
just
culture.
Yeah, not amongst just the same culture, but like black people having conversations with white people, and everybody having conversations with each other. Mm-hmm. Because I feel like the whole attitude of, well, we're just not going to talk about race and it's going to be all right. We're just going to ignore it. Yeah, and I feel like it was a fucking pressure cooker. It was coming to this point. And when people were like, well, we shouldn't talk about. We should ignore race. I've heard black people say we should ignore. Yeah. We should ignore. Using racism as a crutch, and this and that, and because it made white people feel fucking uncomfortable, and it's like it came to this point because we allowed white people to pass because they felt uncomfortable with the conversation. Mm-hmm. Like, okay, you got white privilege, and then instead of us challenging that, we're like, well, they're not going to understand us. They're not going to understand our struggle. They don't want to have the conversation with us because they're uncomfortable. And it got to the point where it's like
protecting their feelings.
Exactly, protecting their feelings and not sounding like, oh, we're whining about racism. It's the same shit you guys did in the 20s and 30s, and then after civil rights movement, you guys are still complaining about the same thing. How can you complain about the same thing?
Bro,
you progressed.
I've had this conversation before.
Such bullshit, man.
I had this conversation. I'm sorry for cutting.
No, you good.
But I had this conversation before, and I literally looked at the white. It was a coworker of mine.
Yeah, I've heard it plenty of times.
Cool dude.
Right.
Me and him are still friends. We actually we were actually texting last week because he got a new job, and like he wanted me to like come by his house and kick it with him and shit. And I was going to, but I fucking work like all the goddamn time, and so I was like, I gotta sleep, bro. But me and him were having this conversation, and I looked at him. He was basically saying the same thing. Like, it happened so long ago. I looked at him and I was like, dude, my grandfather's father was a slave.
Yeah,
that's not that fucking far back.
Yeah, I feel you.
You feel me? And and it's fucked up because one day I had this epiphany. I was looking at pictures of like black people that had like the markings on their backs from like whippings, and I was like, that could like once I knew that knowledge about my great grandfather, I was like, that could have been my great grandfather. This photo could literally be my great grandfather.
Yeah, I think about that a lot too.
That's fucked up.
Yeah,
but I think this is a great, like you were saying, like I think this is a great opportunity for people, and that's why I don't like it when people are like trying to like use it as the angry black person approach for this film and being like, yeah, fuck white people, yeah. And like, I think, no, man, use this as a time to actually be like, how does that feel? And I think does it make you uncomfortable? Because and that's how I feel every time I step into a fucking.
And bar. I think it's very interesting from it coming from Jordan Peele, somebody who's mixed and who was raised by a white woman. Like his, I saw an interview. His father basically walked out on him and his mom, and he was raised by a white woman, and I'm pretty sure he had black friends, of course, but he has a
dating my brother.
But yeah, I'm pretty sure he has a perspective of having a white mom and being around her family a lot, and then he also has the black perspective of when he did interact with black people. He had. I'm guessing. It might have been a similar thing with like Barack, just like Barack Obama, where you're trying to find your identity in being black, because a lot of times you're looked at as, oh, you're mixed. No, you're black. You look black.
You black.
Yeah, I assume you're black. Yeah. So
we got to remember, like, it's still a fucking law in this country. You got one drop of black blood that makes you.
Well, it's not a law. It's not a law anymore. It's just that's how we're going off of basically tradition. What was instead of what is. Yeah.
So I would say this.
It's adorable.
Yeah.
I would say this about the movie. One thing I've heard, like I've just seen, I think we were talking about. It was like the backlash of people thinking like that black people were gonna come out of this looking being more angry at white people.
They said it was like birth of a nation.
Yeah, and then somebody was like, "Yeah, this is gonna divide us even more." I was like, "No, it's not," because like
I don't think it's gonna divide us anymore.
But here's my thing: was just like when I came out, I didn't get angry. It was just like we said earlier. It was just like, okay, somebody finally put it in film. Yeah, that's how we feel.
It's out there,
and like we keep it moving. It's just like hopefully this sparks a conversation for us to like acknowledge that this shit does happen, so we can actually change the shit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, definitely.
And then that's why I don't think people start thinking about it. It's just like, oh my god, they hate white people. They betray white people different. Like, man, this shit.
If black people were gonna burn,
man, we would have been done this shit.
Yeah, exactly.
This shit goes back to the whole shit with Luke Cage about white people feeling uncomfortable by fucking Luke Cage. I think we were just gonna be like, yeah, man, fuck the man always holding us down and shit.
The white people that think that way are just as bad as the black people who think the militant way when they see Roots. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, it may some film will spark an emotion in you that you've never felt before. They may enrage you.
Yeah.
And that's well and good. Like, it's art. It's supposed to fucking do that.
That's why I don't watch slave movies anymore.
Man, for real. But my thing is, like,
I can take it in context. So I don't get pissed to the point.
Yeah, I don't get not anymore. But like back in the day, like it would fucking piss me off. But I
got a funny story about it. I'm gonna tell a funny story, by the way, about that.
But my thing is like, man, like instead of just thinking the worst. Like, because what you don't realize that you're doing for black people and white people that walk away from a film like, I'm really pissed off about white people now, or black people are going to take this film and use it as an excuse to start killing us. Like, you're both perpetuating the same bullshit and the same rhetoric that people have been trying to fucking disengage from since the fucking, like, founding of this country, bro. Well, since the abolition of, like, slavery, I guess. But you, like, it's okay to feel how you feel, but when you start saying, like, when you start thinking and acting upon your thoughts of, oh, I really hate white people now, or I'm really scared of black people now, don't you think you're kind of feeding into the stereotype that you're, like,
white fear
or black rage?
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And my whole thing, and like, this may sound like, and that's what I've always wanted people to understand about me is like, yes, I'm pro-black as fuck, but that doesn't mean, like, me being pro-black doesn't mean I'm anti-white by any stretch of the imagination.
Yeah, that's a ridiculous thing.
I mean, you're talking about people who basically lost their, like, we black people, Mary, I say this, I don't say we lost our heritage, but we're just now still trying to find ourselves,
We really are.
trying to find our culture, our roots, basically.
Yeah,
For real. So it's like you still talk about people still trying to find their identity within America.
And you're also talking about the people who are trying to find their identity because every time they did have some semblance of wealth and identity,
It was taken.
It was taken. It was taken or burnt down. Like the first U.S. bombing happened in Tulsa, Oklahoma, against Little Africa, Black Wall Street.
Yeah, Black Wall Street. Yeah.
Like, let's not forget the fucking facts here. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's that fucking rhetoric and that ideology still pertains today. If it didn't, we wouldn't have the Klan.
Yeah,
we still wouldn't have. If it didn't, the Klan would be actually categorized as a terrorist group, which it's not.
Oh, it technically is not categorized as a terrorist group.
Yeah,
It's still
like,
categorized as a hate. It's a hate group.
yeah,
That's it.
Like FBI doesn't. When's the last report that you heard about the FBI doing a raid on a fucking Klan group?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like,
what about neo-Nazis? Or do you know?
Neo-Nazis probably so because they're called Nazis. You know what I'm saying? Like,
The Klan is the Klan.
No. What I mean by that, and let me clarify.
No, go ahead.
For the simple fact that we went to war against a group called Nazis.
Oh, yeah, I got you.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And even when it comes down to that, and people want to say like, "Oh, why don't y'all just forget it?" Germany forgot it. Germany also fucking said, "I'm sorry."
True. Yeah.
Germany also paid reparations.
Yeah.
Germany has also done everything they can to like.
Improve.
Germans are actually ashamed of that part of their history. America is not.
We still got cats still proud of the Confederacy.
We just had a couple get arrested and sent to jail for a collective 28 years for threatening a little child at at a birthday party. Yeah. A black kid and their family.
I saw that.
And then the girls crying in court talking about that's not me and that's not him. Bitch, then who the fuck was in the truck?
I thought the
y'all was doing this shit for fun, for shits and giggles.
I don't know. I kind of felt like the time might have been too steep in a sense.
No, because the crime, the state's law for that crime indicated the time that they spent in jail. Maybe they didn't know the law, but the law was like, because it was like first and foremost, it was like threatening somebody. It was part of being a hate group. It was like several different charges.
Yeah.
And they were found guilty on all charges.
Yeah.
So the collective of that time was indicated him going to jail for 16 years, her going to jail for 9.
Well, he must have been the one armed, I assume.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know.
Probably.
Because it always.
I didn't watch the video. The only thing I saw was like a gift set of her crying in court saying that's not me and that's not him.
Yeah, I just saw a clip of that.
But it always seems like when you have you have a man and a woman in the same, and I might get stones thrown at me for this, but it seems like if you have a man and a woman doing the same crime at the same fucking time, the guy always gets fucking more time. It always seems.
But it goes to that double standard, man.
I mean, yeah.
I've always wondered about that too.
Yeah, it's much as people like to not admit it.
It should be,
it's a double standard.
Acknowledge.
But see, the for this case, it could have been like he was driving, he was holding a gun.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. That's what I'm thinking.
But
still, like, you can't just like gloss
send
over
me
that
to
fact
jail
that there's
for
a
25.
I'm saying you can't gloss over the fact that there is a double standard here.
Yeah, that's
when
just
they come to the courtroom like, Judge, man, what the fuck? This bitch was in it too.
Yeah, it's just like you talk.
Her playing.
It's just like you talk about people like get arrested for, you know, you might have a black guy get arrested for rape, and then you have this affluent white guy get arrested for rape.
He gets off
and then
with the black dude going in.
Or he gets 2 months, and then he get like a slap on the wrist. Don't do it again. Yeah,
but see, that's what I was talking about earlier. Like, that's their world. They don't have to worry about shit like that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, if we even get man. Funny story. So I used to do drugs. Who doesn't? Who didn't? Who doesn't? But my thing, I used to. You know, I'm clean now. Whatever. Like, I was actually like,
that's what
I actually
Chris
had,
Brown
like,
said the same thing.
I actually had like a fucking like pass with that shit.
Yeah.
But when I was like, when I finally got clean and sober and shit like that or whatever, I get pulled over. In all the years that I fucking did drugs, never got pulled over once.
Where's the crack rock? Where are the crack rocks?
I get pulled over. I get pulled over by a cop for like my tag being expired. Mm-hmm. First thing in my mind was, "Fuck, where the drugs at?" And then I was like, "Shit, I don't have anything on me." So when I rolled down the window, I was like, "Yo, what up? How you doing? You having a good day?" I was so fucking happy.
Like,
man, I know people may hear that and think, "Oh, that's because you had a history of drug abuse or whatever," and that's true. But at the same time, I know brothers that never touched a fucking blunt in their life, and they still get paranoid when they get pulled over.
Oh God, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I still get paranoid if I get.
I get paranoid when I see it.
Exactly.
You see it behind you, start stopping.
Yeah,
like,
you start
Exactly,
slow.
bro. And like cops
Like-
get behind me now, and it's like they'll like you can tell when they checking your tags because they'll speed up real close to make sure they can get your numbers.
Yeah.
Y'all niggas ain't that slick. You know what I'm saying?
I didn't know that.
And so like,
why you think when a cop is beside you, some people just slow down on purpose, let their cat pass?
You let him
You
pass.
like,
Yeah.
You get
Let him
another
pass.
street, and you
Hell
trying to
yeah,
get
bro.
out of it.
and so it's like, and you ain't got nothing on you at all. But I've never been in the car with a white person where a cop pulled up behind us and checked their tags or something like that, and they were panicking like that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And it's just like that kind of shit is fucked up because like
It's a different experience.
Yeah, the stipulations for a jail time are more extensive with people of color. It's not just black people. It's
Yeah.
vatos,
minorities.
This nigga say
Man.
vatos.
You know, shout out to my essays, man. Orale.
Shout out to my Chicanos on it.
Well,
I fuck with them, man.
I said,
Yeah, we
all
love
right.
all people.
I love them, man.
Yeah, like, rock your ass out. Hey, stop calling us. That's offensive. Huh?
But yeah, I mean, it's crazy, man. But would you like? Okay, Seth. My question to you is like,
We off subject on Get Out, but go ahead.
yeah, I'm getting back to it.
Yeah,
I'm getting back to it because you're like, and I'm not trying to like throw shade or take jabs or anything like that.
Go off the rails.
See, hold on. That's the same thing as saying, like, you know, I'm not racist.
I'm not trying to be disrespectful.
But
I'm about to say some disrespectful shit.
My best friend is
Go
black.
ahead,
No, but for real,
disrespect
like,
him.
no,
Go ahead,
like
disrespect
you're
him.
usually the hotter temper one in the group,
I
and
don't
like
deny-
so, like
don't
it was
acknowledge
like
that.
it was actually
It's
like
just real
surprising. But yeah, like he has a lot of conviction about shit, and I like that about him.
He has a lot of conviction that might get him convicted, but you know.
I don't deny yet acknowledge that. So go ahead.
But like, it was really interesting to not hear like the takeaway being like fuck white people. So my thoughts are like,
okay.
my question is like, what we like your genuine reaction and without releasing like certain scenes or whatever, like
Okay.
as the climax of the movie happened, like what was going through your head?
Oh, for the climax?
Or even the whole movie.
Well, the whole movie was just like me being like, yep, been there. Done that. I've had to deal with that. It is not necessarily
Then
me
it just
being
comes with
like,
a black person manual.
no, I was just saying, it's not necessarily because I've never been in an interracial relationship. Well, like a long-term relationship like that. It was just more like me being in those
they
certain
weren't even
situations.
together that long. It was only 4 months.
Yeah, it was only 4 months. But it was like me
Did
being...
you meeting the parents?
Yeah. Yeah, you just gotta watch movies. But it's
Okay.
just like me
I
being
forgot.
in...
My bad.
Yeah, it's me being in certain situations like that, just like professionally and socially. Like I've had friends, I've been in that situation before when I've been in like a crowd by myself in like a party or or just a setting with a whole bunch of white people. It wasn't like I felt uncomfortable. I did
Bro,
sometimes.
we voted for Obama,
but it's just like
awesome.
none of that had happened at like some of those social gatherings. But it was more like I've been that awkward person at a party or whatever before. I've been like that at my old job when I was in board meetings and stuff. Like when they say you literally walk into a meeting, you're like the only person of color in there. You basically all represent your whole race, that whole meeting. So that means you gotta watch how you walk, how your posture, your speech, and everything. You're representing not only black, but you represent minorities. Period. At least that
people
was
gonna
my
make a
experience.
judgment based off of. They're gonna make a judgment about your whole race based off of what
But
you
here's
do.
my thing, because like some of the stuff that happened to him in the movie actually happened to me. Like you'll see a guy, he'll talk to another cat, knowing like how you doing, sir, shake his hand like that. He'll come to you and be like, "Hey, what's up, my man, homie? Yeah, dap you up."
I hate that shit.
That's happened to me at work plenty of times.
I
in my
low key
old
want to
job.
cuss niggas out one.
But I'm saying that's happened to me at my old job before, where like the vice president came up to me, he's shaking everybody's hands, talking over. He sees me, "Hey, what's up, my man? That." See what I'm saying? So like,
Can I punch him in the face now?
When I was watching the movie
later.
Yeah, when I was watching the movie, I was like, yeah, I've been there, done that, I've experienced it all. Yeah. So when the climax happened, I wasn't like, man, fuck all these white people up. No, my whole thing was like, he's doing exactly what I would do in a situation like that.
Yeah.
Cause it'd be like, yeah, I'm trying to get out, but at the same time, I'm about to handle mine. I'm about to handle mine before I go. But yeah, like I just came out there like, yeah, good movie, and like purely from a movie perspective, I was just like, yeah, well written. I like the direction. I can't say it's been done before. Yeah, because it hasn't been done before. Especially in his specific genre, it hasn't been done before. So I was like, I appreciate that. I appreciate another thing I appreciate is us, like, I'll say as black people, because we, like I was talking to you earlier, I was appreciating, like, I know we can do other things besides romantic comedies, all kinds of stuff that like just bring out, I ain't gonna say the ratchet side, but just like, this is how black people act like this is how black people act love story. And it was way different than that.
I think that also that's a studio thing though. I think that's also a studio thing.
But see, this is my question. Do y'all think it was different because it had an interracial relationship in it?
Let me.
I haven't seen the film.
I mean, like the interracial relationship was kind of vital to the film because that's kind of like the inside.
Yeah. Before you even spoil shit.
No, that was all I was gonna say. It's kind of vital.
I say this. No, because I could see that same thing happen if it was just a regular relationship, or not. I ain't gonna say regular, because that's being stupid. If it was just like a black dude and a black chick. If her folks live like all the way out there in the country, like me, I'm still suspicious about, like, if I'm going to meet your folks, I'm going somewhere I don't know, and I'm going in the middle of nowhere.
You don't trust country niggas?
My dad's from the country. What are you talking about?
I don't trust my dad.
But it's like, dude, even
I don't, man.
You ain't from here.
But here's my thing.
Whatever, bro.
Here's my thing though. Like when I would go like visit my pops and everything, my pops lived in the middle of nowhere. And the first time going down there, I'd be like, yo, where we going? Because I don't see nothing out here.
No street lights.
Yeah, I'm nervous.
That's the worst, yeah.
But I'm saying, that's why I said, like, in that situation, it really, in my eyes, it wouldn't matter.
I'm thinking, fuck that. Dude, you the only... No, I'm gonna pose this question. When you're the only black person in the middle of nowhere with nothing but white people, that's naturally...
Yes,
for
that's
me,
naturally.
Yes.
But let me finish.
If they're black,
you're not letting me finish my
go ahead
sentence.
and say that.
Thank you. Damn. Now, what I was saying was, like, me... Speaking of me, let me look at you in the eye. Me.
All right. Go ahead.
If I'm going somewhere with people, it don't matter if you black or white. Like, dude, if I don't know you, I don't fucking know you like that.
There's not a different fear with white people.
Yes, but we talking about me. We ain't talking.
I'm talking directly about you.
That's not know me like that, nigga. You don't know me like that.
Answer the question. If it's none but white people,
have I been trying to answer this damn question?
I think he's trying to pose a different question. I think his question is like,
if it's none but white people,
does your fear intensify if it's white people, or is it the same level with black people and white people?
Get the fuck
going
out
into the
Keep
woods.
it 100, my nigga.
Can you let me answer?
Say what you gotta say.
Oh my God, man.
Cause I know I'm comfortable as fuck in the woods. I grew up country as hell.
I know.
I mean like running barefoot through the fucking
I
woods.
know shit, but not with country white people. I don't.
No, but this is what I was gonna say. In my car, and I wound up.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Even with me being like as country as I am, like running barefoot and everything through the woods as a kid, like when I roll with a bunch of white people, or if I go to a place deep in the woods and I see that I'm out, even if there are black people there, and I'm like, we're outnumbered. Like,
Yeah.
this could be a fucking
So
clan
I would
hanging.
say there would be a level of tension, but like me being me, I'm always cautious if I'm going somewhere I'm not. If I don't know, and if I don't know people, it's like maybe that's a detriment to me that I don't trust people easily.
So
Which could possibly
so
save
it wouldn't
me.
matter what the color was. It would be the same amount.
It's not going to
height.
be the same level of like intensity. Yeah, I might have some comfort with you if you're black. Because, you know, I might like, yeah, I ain't going to do nothing.
I'm not talking-
that crazy shit. But
I
I'm just
wasn't
saying,
talking
like,
about. I was talking about the heightened sense.
yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Like, if it's somebody else, yeah, I might have certain levels, but
Honestly,
my caution level is gonna be about the same. Like, I still approach the situation. Like,
Yeah.
if I'm going somewhere unfamiliar, I'm still gonna approach it the same way.
Yeah, but honestly, it's fucking heightened. If it's like nothing but country white people, I'm gonna assume that they may be less,
Hills
tolerant.
have eyes.
Yeah.
Think you're the clan.
Well, I'm not gonna go. I'm not gonna go.
I go straight to like cannibalism, bro. I go to the worst case scenario, bro. Every fucking time. Like somebody could text me, like Tez, you can literally text me like, "Yo, I need to talk to you." I'll be like, "This nigga dying of cancer." Like, I go to the worst case.
We breaking up. We breaking the group up.
Like, fuck. Oh shit. So like,
I'm not gonna go. Yeah, I can't.
I'm
go that far.
on the
That
same
nigga
board as
extremist.
I'm on the same board. Honestly, as I am very cautious, like said.
I am too,
But I'm on the same board with you. Like,
Yeah.
if it's just me and a bunch of white folks, I'm like, where the fuck y'all take?
I mean,
These
if I-
niggas
if
about
I-
to
if I-
hang me, okay. Before when we stop the car, chop this nigga in the throat, punch him in the back of the head, open the door, hop out, run to the woods, start dodging through the trees because they may start shooting.
Yeah.
Like I'll formulate a Batman plan.
If I grew up in the country, I probably would have the perspective of, it's not that bad. If I grew up in the country with, a lot of white people, I'd probably be like, okay, this is cool. I'm
grew
not
up in the
scared.
country with a lot of white people.
I wouldn't, but I don't think it's necessarily based off the fact that they're specifically white. It's just out in the country, and then my mindset is, I've seen
We in the South too, so we got
Exactly.
But see,
That's
you also got to know there's
another
levels to
thing.
the shit too. There's indicators of like, okay, I'm in clan territory. Like you gotta fucking like, okay, first and foremost,
If you see
this
that
is
flag,
this is
you
a guide.
might
This
be
is a
into
guide to
Confederacy,
all
yeah.
black people. You find yourself in the South, deep in the woods. This is how you know you in clan territory. Okay, first and foremost, you got to see if there's that flag. If you see a Confederate flag flying,
Don't stop.
don't
Keep going.
stop.
Don't
If
stop.
you see it underneath an American flag, that means they're just proud of their fucking heritage, no matter how racist they are. No matter how racist their
stupid that
past
shit
is,
sounds,
no
no
matter
matter
how
how
stupid that shit sounds, they may just be good-hearted people, but it's a 50-50 chance. If you see a solo fucking Confederate flag, keep driving.
Because they ain't got no shame.
No shame, and they hate you.
Oh, man. And they voted for Trump. I don't know what's worse, the Confederate flag or you voted for Trump.
Well, what's the difference?
Exactly. I was about to say that. He said it way better than I would have.
Hey, yo.
Also-
All y'all that bad. I'm gonna clear that up
Also,
right
here's another indicator. You got to know the difference between a trailer park and a holler.
That's funny, a trailer park in a holler.
A holler is like if
That's
you
so
find
southern.
if you find yourself someplace where like, okay, this place looks like a holler is basically, for people that don't know, a holler is basically like a community where like you can open up the door and be like, hey yo, Jim Bob, and he can hear you, but he lives like 4 houses down. That's basically what a holler is. That's why it's called a holler. Because you just holler at each other all day.
That's southern.
You don't use your phone. You literally holler at people. If you find yourself in a holler, whether there's a flag or not, keep going.
Well, hold on, man, because, like, when Pop stayed, man, my cousin lived down there from my uncle. Hey, yeah, they holler.
That's a holler.
Okay.
But that's
I
black
still
people.
It is black people. That's the first thing I was thinking. Are you crazy? That's a false equivalency.
I'm just saying, man.
You're fooling yourself.
Holler, keep
You're
going.
fooling yourself into safety.
Bro.
It's like I'm safe around these people.
Man, you gotta know the difference, man. You gotta know the difference because with a trailer park, you may find a Big Becky who wants nigga meat all day. You know what I'm saying?
Nigga meat.
I'm not saying like, bro, like they live, they exist.
I'm
They
pretty
live.
sure.
Ain't that a movie? They live.
I don't know.
But yeah, which means like a trailer park, you may run across somebody who just is a good person or whatever.
Yeah.
But a holler, they're all related. They have no problem hiding the body.
Hell no. I know that.
Like,
Well, I got a question
down.
for you then. I got a question about Back to Get Out. So how did you feel coming out the movie?
like I was saying in the beginning, like I just took it as a film. You know what I'm saying? Like,
you didn't consider the social message behind it, or it was
but I took the social message along with like the film. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was just like, there's a social message to Psycho. That doesn't mean I should objectify due to race. You know what I'm saying? Like, so like,
what do you mean? Like, you're talking about taking the social message and using it as like fuel to be like, I don't like white people based off of the movie. Okay, yeah. Because I think you can take it as maybe like starting a discussion with your white friends, or
I'm not starting no discussion.
No. I'm talking about the audience, like starting a discussion.
Reaching out, bro.
But I'm just talking about in general, people like starting a discussion with if they have issues like mentioning that.
I thought the film was racist.
I thought that was the point though, to start the discussion.
And that's what a lot of people don't get, and that's what pisses me off, is because people, instead of trying to fucking start a discussion and have a healthy discussion about it, that's what they want to do, and they just want to whine about it instead of saying like, this film is racist and this is why I think why. Let's have a discussion about it.
Yeah, I would.
That's way better than just shedding yourself off from the rest of the world.
Yeah, I'd be accepting of like, I think this film is racist, and why do you like this film, or why do you not think this is racist? I can accept that, but if you're just like, fuck this shit, they're just trying to make black people scared of white people, and they're just fear mongering and all that shit. That's bullshit.
But see, the thing is, like the thing is,
it's real
like,
shit.
people don't understand that you could do the same shit with X-Men.
Yeah.
That was based
off the civil rights movement.
Yeah. I knew that. Yeah.
And so like, my thing is like, you could do that shit. Like, why does it? I guess that's the point. And thank God you brought that point up, Tez, because like, I guess that's where it comes down to me. It's like, I'm glad the film was made because it did show a great representation of what it's like to be the only black person in the room. Mm-hmm. And I do support that narrative. I do like the film. I'm not dissing the film at all. I am dissing the idiots out there who are saying that the film's racist. Because my thing is like, you think this film is racist,
you're missing the whole
you're missing the whole fucking point, because you can literally have the same discussion about a comic book movie.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And the thing is, the movie wasn't just about race. It's literally a thriller. It's a psychological thriller. And like, people forgot that you got so caught up in like,
in seeing color.
They got in the white environment and everything. They missed the whole point. Like, you just gotta watch it, because like, I know people went in there saying, "Oh, this is just gonna bash white people. It's gonna create fear and everything." You gotta watch it because it is still a psychological thriller.
I think it's just white people that don't have like deep conversations about race with their black friends.
They like, my thing.
They don't have a well-rounded perspective of the black experience from a black person, so they're just like, anything that's putting white people in a negative light, they don't take it in context. They're just like, this is negative, this is anti-white, all that bullshit.
And my thing, like, the thing about that is like, bro, how many times have we seen, like, even fucking Training Day, the villain was a black guy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's a great film. Who was the savior? A white person.
Yeah, Ethan Hawke. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Definitely. And so it's like, all these films, and every film that's like major has been like a white savior story, a white knight story. You know what I'm saying? So my thing is like, bro, shut the fuck up. Like, you only complaining about this shit because you see the color of a black man and the color of a white person. But these are surprisingly the same people who are colorblind, quote.
Yeah, I think people need to. Well, go ahead. I'm sorry.
I was about to say, well, also that also goes to the other other point within the gaming industry, where like, as soon as we get like, not just a black protagonist, but a protagonist of color, you see cats coming out the woodwork like, I can't do this, I don't identify with them. I can't relate, man. I'm like, dude,
spoiled with images of themselves, and they're not used to it.
But nerds are the most racist motherfuckers of all of them.
But here's my thing.
I swear to God.
Here's my thing on that though. It's just the fact that like, okay, you're complaining about this. Like Mass Effect. Mass Effect, you can create your own character. And like, people would like get like kind of like, I don't know about this, if you like even mention like, how about like a black hair, a black hairstyle and stuff like that. Like, I can't identify with that, man. Just keep them,
because they're fucking
But I'm saying, like,
man.
You gotta think about how many times black people had to like put up with like the same fucking scruffy middle-aged white guy protagonist in a video game. We ain't really say shit. It was just all about the video game and how like, was it fun?
Because you were used to it.
You were used to it.
Yeah.
But it's just like, once this goes to a broader conversation. Like, once like you get representation from another culture outside your own, like, people get uncomfortable because they're just They're not used to something different.
Narrow-minded white people get uncomfortable. Let's keep it 100.
Yeah.
Fuck that shit.
Yeah.
You
motherfuckers
motherfuckers need to hear the truth. If y'all, well, let me finish.
Yeah, go ahead.
You need to hear the truth if you think that, you know, the world has just been influenced by your culture. No, it's been influenced by all cultures. And we have, like, each culture has added something like fucking incredible to this nation and globally. It's not
human society. Period.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
Spoiler alert. Your culture was influenced by everybody else, motherfucker. You ain't got shit. That's facts, nigga. Your architecture did not come from you. Your mathematics did not come from you. You didn't even know how to wash your own ass. You damn, I got triggered like a motherfucker.
It's like, yo, the floodgate.
Jesus. Let me go ahead, Tez.
500 years of oppression.
As soon as he said that, like, so snapped in the can, like, motherfucker, you right.
Because, man.
You still recording?
Yeah.
I thought we stopped the scene for a second.
This man saw the window.
Oh, God.
Yeah, but,
action roll out.
Because, like, historically, like, oh my God. If people don't actually knew history, bro.
Exactly. That's the biggest thing. People don't know history, and they've been spoiled with images of themselves. And then when the time comes where people get proper representation, when America starts looking like how America should have looked and should have, like, always looked, it's like, oh my God, I can't.
How dare they?
Yeah, how dare they? Have representation of themselves.
All the way out on this shit.
Yeah, and it's crazy that, you know, people aren't tolerant and people aren't open-minded enough to allow people.
Well, just to realize that we are a melting pot. We are a melting pot of different cultures.
And to be specific about that melting pot, we don't have to assimilate into what you think America, what America or what being American should be. We can be ourselves and still be fucking American. If you want to speak another language, you can be fucking American. If you want to celebrate your culture and you want to have a fucking parade down the street, African parade,
you have the freedom to do that.
You goddamn right,
This is supposed
man.
to be the land of freedom.
The only thing that
celebrate
non-American
yourself, man.
is treason.
Yeah, definitely.
And honestly, if you really want to talk about treason, there's a couple people that should be fucking impeached right now.
Yeah, facts.
Well, we ain't giving these motherfuckers no shine. So
That's why I didn't name them. But everybody know who the fuck I'm talking about.
They call that cat 45th now, which is crazy. They gave this cat a number.
Hey, man.
Don't even say
give him a fucking number,
hopefully
bro.
they take him out the game. We'll be good.
Hey, calm down.
Careful how you phrase that. Careful how you phrase that.
I just want to be clear. Tez is not speaking for all of us. We are trying
legally. Jesus.
No. I'm gonna clear this up right now.
Through due process. I feel
do not take what he says.
I just wanted you to check how you feel like.
Okay. I wouldn't even think it with that mindset.
Yeah.
We know you were, but you said.
But they don't know. They don't know.
I'm sorry for my black colloquialisms and stuff and
words. All right.
Big word alert. Come on. Daily word.
Smart nigga alert. Smart nigga alert.
But I'm not gonna pull a Nord. That's
hilarious. Can you Google that word you just used? Befuddled. Last word, befuddled.
Oh my God. But yeah, I mean, like, I got triggered as fuck because my thing is like, it was the combination of talking about representation in video games, and it was just like the fact that, like, I don't understand how the most racist people that I've ever encountered in my life have been nerds. Like, you gonna sit up here and talk to me about Star Trek and shit?
No, hit up 4chan if you want to see that.
OG fucking Star Trek too. And like, you want to sit up here and talk about that, but you like racist? Like, man, get the fuck out of my face, bro. Don't talk to me about none of that shit. Yeah. Don't talk to me about nothing. It's annoying as fuck because, like, the truth of the matter is there are more people of color on the planet than there are of, like, non-melanated people.
Melanin.
Okay. That's always funny to me when people say non-melanated. Yeah. You could have just said the obvious. I would have went with that.
Let them niggas think. I'm trying to be politically correct.
We keep hopping in and out the pocket of politically correct.
Right.
I love it.
There's duality here, bro.
Yeah, I feel you.
I'm a multifaceted motherfucker.
Anyway, but I think it is interesting because you have people that claim to, like you said, nerds claim to be somewhat educated or open-minded, and then they may be the most racist people. But on the other end of the coin, people that have been historically oppressed tend to be racist as shit too, like black people, Latino people. Everybody
can't be racist. I'm sorry.
If you talking about
racism is a system of power.
Okay, I
we don't have any power.
Well, prejudice, I guess. If you want,
you want
prejudice. Don't say prejudice.
Oh, come on,
I'm prejudiced as hell.
You nitpicking words. I feel like I nitpicking words on that.
Bro, we get nitpicked.
No. Because words mean things.
No. Words do mean things, but a lot of times people don't look at it. In the system of things. When people use racist, they tend to mean like the fucking overt. Oh, you're being racist towards it's not talking about you're applying for a job or you're applying to be a tenant at a.
And that's because people. This is what you got to understand. Is that
he's like people are fucking stupid?
No. It's intelligent. It's highly fucking intelligent how they do it.
I'm just playing.
No, I know you're joking, but like it's fucking intelligent how they do it. Because what the media does is saying that they'll say, oh, these Black Lives Matter people are being just as racist, instead of saying the truth or even implementing that they're being prejudiced, they use the word racism because they want to tie the word racism to be synonymous with any kind of fucking disagreement that you have with any other fucking race.
Yeah,
and that's not the case.
And they're trying to equate it to like something of like a clan or something.
They're trying to equate it to like a system of power.
Dog.
Very much so.
Damn, you know what I'm saying? Like the Klan, they're fucking FBI agents. There were fucking presidents that were Klan members. They're like
police officers.
Some of your highest positions of power within the country were in the Klan at one point,
and still are. You
said that case they have ties to them. Like you have police chiefs
that are fucking Klan members. Yeah. I mean, Grand Wizards.
So hey man, don't you got like Klan?
So when I hear people say, "Oh, that's reverse racism," I ain't give them no shine. When I hear people say, "Oh, reverse racism,"
I wasn't aware Trump administration was the Klan.
No, they got some members.
They got some.
They're shady.
I wouldn't doubt.
Well, not just shady. We all know they all shady, but
of course they all shady.
I'm saying like shady in the
shadow gang, man. The shadow gang.
Like we might be in the Hunger Games. Not too hard.
Oh my god,
bro, it's happening. It's coming.
Fight for your race.
But so when I hear people say, "Oh, that's reverse racism," I'm like, man, what the fuck?
No
like there's no such thing as reverse racism.
Yeah,
there cannot be reverse racism because, in all honesty, the actual term for reverse racism would be acceptance.
Yeah.
But nobody thinks about simple basic shit like that.
Yeah.
They just want to throw fucking words out there to try to get people to shocked because they're hurt by the words that are used against them.
And it's also for news media to do it, like Fox News. Plug. Y'all know what y'all do.
Right.
Yeah, exactly. But anyway, for media outlets like them to do it, it's like it's always a dismissive thing. It's basically being like, oh, we're gonna call you racist so we can completely discredit you, and your movement doesn't have any power. Mm-hmm. So I guess racism.
So I get what you were saying.
Yeah, of course. Yeah,
like people of color can be prejudiced.
Yeah, and to speak on that, to me, it's fucking stupid. No. It's not the culture. I understand what you're saying. In survival mode, I definitely get it. But when it comes to some day-to-day shit, and you're just like, I've heard people go like super, like extreme when they talk about, oh, this person said, there was a funny story my girl told me about. She was at work. I'm not going to say where she works, but she sells phones or whatever. And
so she got 2 phones.
She got 2. But anyway, like some guy came into her store or whatever, and he was buying a phone and everything. And I think earlier in the week, he was talking about like how much he supported the guy we're not going to mention who's in office or whatever. But yeah, 4 or 5. He's Jordan coming back. But anyway. That guy.
Oh man, don't do that.
Yeah,
man.
It's funny.
I'm
Whatever.
sad,
I'm sorry. Plug. But anyway, he this guy came in. And he was talking about how much he supported that guy in office or whatever. And where she works is like a whole bunch of black chicks that work there, and she's black, by the way. And it was just
you had to clear that up. Go ahead.
No, I didn't. I was just adding context to it. It wasn't just like whatever. Like I'm not trying to.
Yes, sir, maestro.
Yeah. Okay. But anyway, she was like whatever, doing the
Ringing
thing.
him up or something?
Yeah, well, not ringing him up, but just talking to him about whatever phone he was going to purchase. It was earlier in the week. And he was just like, yeah, that guy won. He won the presidency. This is like right when he, the same week he won. And then they were all like salty, like, what the fuck, this guy bring this shit up? Come on. And then he leaves, and then he comes back that same week, and he actually purchased the phone and everything, and he puts down his he's getting ready to buy the phone, and they see his name. His last name is Massa. That's how you pronounce it. It looks like how you pronounce it. I think it's M-A.
I never call him by his
M-A.
last name.
And that's what one chick said, and I was just like, yo. I think that's like I know how she feels on a certain level, but I think it was ridiculous because she just started working there, and it was just off the strength of, and she was on that whole like there's pro-black, and then there's
Black righteous movement.
And then there's like ignorant.
What's going on, my brother?
Everything's going against
safe.
Yeah, everything's going against like 5% of teachings and all that shit.
What you got against 5%?
I don't got shit against 5% of teachers, but it's like you get
your problem, God.
Whatever.
Your problem, God.
But everything she's so fucking extreme. She's so fucking extreme black or pro-black to the point where everything's like fucking knocking black people. And then she was like, I'm not saying his name. I'm not saying his name. And she didn't know that he, voted for Trump. That's just a funny little tidbit that he voted for Trump. And it happened to be that his last name was Massa. And then it kind of was like, oh, this chick is just like, just mad because his last name Massa and he's a white guy.
Well,
so I think
but it's just like a couple of episodes back when we were talking about like when you're going through that transition of self-empowerment, shit like that. You have to go through that anger stage. You have to go through that rage.
Wait, we talked about that?
Yeah, because we were trying to get you to realize that it's cool to be angry. You'll get past it.
Yeah, internet gangsterdom.
Some anger is
some anger is actually healthy for you. Like, let me put it like this: it's healthier to go through your emotions. And so,
but you have to get through it.
When it comes to,
you have to get through it though.
You got to give her time.
No, I'm not talking about her specifically. I'm talking. Are you still internet gangster?
That was a hard nudge too.
I'm not internet gangster. I don't do nothing nobody on internet.
Twitter fingers.
Exactly.
What I say on
Twitter fingers go to Twitter.
Hey, follow my Twitter. I want y'all to point out exactly what I said on Twitter.
I'm waiting for him to get bodied by singing.
What I put on Twitter? No, I gotta know this. What
Lord.
I was just
fighting racism, one key match at a time.
Stroke at a time.
Exactly.
No, I don't.
But even with that being said, in order for going back to Get Out, in order for us to have that discussion, we are going to have to realize that we're going to deal with angry white people who are going through that phase of trying to accept the fact that their history in this country, when it comes to race relations, not just with black people, but with the fucking
globe.
Yeah.
Let's be 100.
Yeah.
I like how you said that. Like, this is going to be a segment. Just like
they had like fucking internment camps and shit for Japanese people and shit. Like, it's fucked up.
It's a lot of blood on America's hands.
Yeah. Well,
white America. Are we being honest about history?
Yeah.
We gotta do your set. Let's keep it 100.
Exactly. Let's keep it 100.
For real. Emoji. Flames.
Exactly.
That's gonna be the title of this podcast. Keep it 100.
Exactly. But we gotta reach the point where we break through the glass ceiling and not be so filtered to the point where people are like,
and that's one reason why I have a problem with the whole PC culture. Even though, I don't have a problem with it in the aspect of people would like to be talked to with decency and respect.
Yeah,
you should be.
But here's
but when it comes to the point,
it's a difference
between PC culture and trying
being racist or whatever.
And like hate speech. Or just not being able to accept the words that somebody else speaks. Now that's fucking ignorant.
Or the perspective that somebody has.
And that's what I'm saying.
Disrespect that perspective.
I have my perspective on the world and on life based off of shit that I went through in my life.
Yeah.
Does that hinder me from hearing like a transgender person's story? Or having a conversation? Or even pertaining, like calling them a transgender person instead of saying like any other fucking hateful term that people say?
Yeah. Speak on that shit.
You know what I'm saying? Like, just respect the fucking person. That's what the PC culture really should be about. But you get, once again, you got people like CNN, Fox News, you got all these fucking media outlets, and
Fake
even
news.
all these fucking like
Fake news.
even all these social justice warriors.
Sorry,
like these people are just out here looking for something to bitch about.
Yeah.
Even me saying the term "you're looking for something to bitch about," somebody's probably gonna be like, "Oh, you're using bitch as in a feminine term to say that I'm acting like a woman." No, I'm not. I'm telling you that you're a bitch. You're acting like a bitch made ass nigga right now.
Yeah.
Now I done said 2 fucking phrases that are very unfucking PC, but they definitely pertain to you motherfuckers.
Yeah. I think that's like that's a. I
There's
think that's
a
kind
healthy way to have the discussion.
to me that's like to me that's like a. I guess I could say it's like an everyman problem in a sense of like nationally. I feel like people nitpick on words instead of intent and meaning behind what the person's saying.
Yeah,
and I think it's
the
exactly
context in which that person is saying.
Yeah, all of that.
It's
shit
like you'll say one
consider.
key word, somebody gets triggered without listening to the whole
Exactly.
to the whole statement.
And like I was saying,
that's how they pick these fucking clickbait ass titles that people be having and shit like that on the internet.
And like, well, yeah, exactly.
They'll pick one thing out and be like, "I can't believe he said this."
I can't say
Yeah,
that.
and like what you were saying, to me it goes to
Trying to get
like
out.
it's a two-way streak. Like you have to consider, like, black people have to consider, well, white people have to consider black people's perspective on we've been fucking persecuted since the beginning, since we've been in this nation, and black people are gonna have to understand from the white person's perspective that they've been in fucking denial, and you're gonna have to give them time if they're open enough to have the conversation. That it's gonna have to be like you were saying, like being woke, quote unquote. That there's gonna be he's like, how fucking dare you use that term?
You saw me shake my head. I was trying to hide it.
It's like, fuck, man.
Fuck that
So I'm so
phrase.
disappointed.
I was like, fuck that phrase. I wasn't mad at him. I was just like,
I feel
that
like
phrase.
J. Cole when he let Nas down. but anyway, black people are gonna have to understand that it's gonna take white people some time to like walk out of the fucking the solar eclipse of either not knowing or being in denial, and to kind of meet black people halfway or meet them close enough, so they can actually have real dialogue.
Man, fuck halfway, man. Just come in, initiate that shit, man. Learn.
And that's why I don't reach out anymore. Like, I'm not gonna sit out here and try to like. This is gonna sound.
No, it's real. You're
Like,
tired of this shit.
to be honest, like to be frankly honest, I'm so tired of fucking black celebrities being like, we need to extend an olive branch. Nigga, they killed Martin Luther King, and that nigga had the biggest olive branch.
Mm-hmm.
The fuck are you talking
The
about?
thing is, how many years have we tried to extend the olive branch?
Since-
Is it time for somebody to be like, yo,
I'm not
wanna learn
extending
more.
shit. I'm gonna stand right here, and when you want to talk, I'll be here.
That's what I'm saying. Like, come to us and be like, yo, I want to learn more. Let's get through this.
Exactly, and don't be
Initiate
saying
the damn
don't fucking
conversation.
if you coming over here to try to learn. Man, look, I'm gonna tell you, all white people out there, your black friends do not want to teach you how to dab. They don't want to teach you how to Dougie. They don't want to teach you all the hip new terms. We don't want to hear you go around saying yes. We don't want to hear you say shit. We don't want you like I really don't give a fuck. I'm so
You
tired
can say
of that
what
shit.
you want to say. I don't really care.
I think so.
You can say what you want to say as long as you learn it on your fucking own. I'm not your fucking teacher. I'm not your fucking
No, I
teacher.
get that.
If
I get
there's
that
anything
stance,
I want to
yeah.
teach you is I want to teach you how not to be a fucking like dickhead.
Yeah, I respect that. No, I understand that stance. That stance
that
is like
shit
I'm
is so
tired of
fucking
I'm tired of
annoying,
being
bro.
like patronized. And
No, I'm not.
It's
supposed
a
to be
whole
represented.
little girl. It's a whole little 13-year-old girl that's famous as fuck for acting ghetto.
Okay,
Yeah.
hold on.
Meanwhile, there are
No,
ghetto girls that get called ratchet hoes.
Please don't give her no shine, because I still think
I never called her name out, and I never said anything.
He's saying it.
we know who
He's
she
saying it in the
is.
context of the conversation. I think
know.
it's relevant.
I know, but I'm
It's a-
I'm
right?
trying so hard not to give stupid shit some shine.
You feel me though, right?
That's what our culture.
That's why it's stupid. That's why it's
That's
stupid because
and that's a fucking percentage of the culture. It's fucking stupid.
But who are the people that are fascinated with this little girl?
Yeah, well, yeah.
White women. White women are more fascinated with this little girl than anybody else.
Yeah, I give you that.
Why? Because she acting black.
Yeah.
Fuck out of my face
No,
with this
well,
bullshit.
black people like the song "Catch Me Outside." How about
That dude's just a dope ass producer.
yeah.
Like we were obsessed with fucking
That shit catchy.
greens,
I'm
beans,
sorry.
tomatoes. We were obsessed with that shit during
To me,
Thanksgiving.
that's catchy.
See, you need to
That's
take
the
a page
same
out my
producer.
book. When I heard that this chick, like when I just heard like, oh, she's famous, I was like, nope. And I saw like it was like, oh, this is a song called "Catch Me." Nope. I just took
I seen that footage one
No,
time,
I mean,
bro, and I was like,
people
man,
are human.
look,
I
man,
mean,
fuck this
people are
shit.
human.
I know
you
you're
like what you
curious
like.
about it,
Yeah,
but I'm
exactly.
like, I'm
And
not
if I
gonna
like
go
it, I
outside.
like it. I don't have an issue liking something.
Yeah,
But I'm not gonna give it like historical importance. Like, oh man, this shit is so profound. She's saying something that's so great. I'm not gonna say that. But it's just
Never mind.
You
it's
know,
a fun.
somebody was like, "This is the most artistic thing I've ever heard."
No, I don't think so. I don't think anybody said that unless they're stupid.
Casting Young
Unless
Thug is like one of the greatest like Negrodamuses of our time.
They don't have context though. I don't think they have
I didn't
context.
say it like that.
I
They thought
definitely
he was
don't
one of the
have
greatest philosophers that ever come out the trap, bro. Oh my god,
Man, it's just man. There's so many ways I view the shit. It's just
There's
ridiculous.
super
It's
layers
just
to
like,
that shit.
I mean, 'cause, like my thing, like it fucking like it upsets me because my mom told me a story like she was pregnant in high school and shit and had my sister and like people literally like degraded her for being pregnant. Like she told me how like that fucking hurt her and shit like that or whatever. And so it's like, damn. And then like so I'm looking at this shit like, okay, now when this 13-year-old little bitch get knocked up by a nigga, y'all still gonna support her?
should get a reality.
It's just like fucking
I can
Teen
see
Mom.
it being
It's just like Teen Mom. The reason I never cared about Teen Mom
You
was
see-
because
you see-
You see OG team?
listen for
Okay,
real.
go
Like
ahead.
this is real shit. Like a black girl that's pregnant, that's a teenager, she's not considered a fucking mom. She's considered a fucking adult. That's like she's considered a baby mama. Right. She's considered an adult that doesn't know how to make good decisions. She's considered somebody who's gonna wind up on EBT, welfare, and all that other bullshit. But then y'all gonna go give these fucking hoes some fucking shows. That's some bullshit.
No, I agree.
That's complete bullshit.
We all know that. We know. You ain't
And they
wrong.
glorify the shit. That man. Go see Get Out.
I like how you said that. That's a nice segue.
Don't see Get Out based on that bullshit. Because he's trying to trigger you and to go watch it and then you come out. Well, that's not what he was talking about.
But how much time we got left?
Man, we over an hour.
Oh, okay. But what I was gonna say, like, I wanted to bring up the whole idea that there's a black renaissance going on, a black filmmaking renaissance specifically going on in Hollywood. Mm-hmm. From Donald Glover to Issa Rae to Jordan Peele and the guy that directed Moonlight. His name
not only him, the dude that did Apollo, he's directing Black Panther.
Ryan,
Creed. I said Apollo.
He basically is Apollo Jr., but
who is
his
it?
name Adonis.
It's not Antoine.
His name is
It's not
Adonis.
Antoine.
I just realized that.
Yeah.
Who's the director?
Ryan Coogler. Man, we are.
I know it's the guy that directed.
We trying though.
It's Coogler.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it's the guy. I know he directed.
He's doing Black
Apollo.
Panther too. So.
Yeah, Black Panther. I know he did Fruitvale.
Fruitvale Station.
I like that movie too. But
I don't want.
And then Michael Jordan.
Michael
B.
I don't
Jordan.
want to cry and I don't want to get angry.
You gonna cry and you gonna get angry.
Exactly.
No, I saw it. I didn't because I knew it was gonna. I prepped myself beforehand.
Well, you saw
that real documentary.
If you did the fucking glory one tear cry, man, it's okay.
I got whipped in my back cry.
It was the rage cry, like, man, I swear, man. Yeah.
Yeah, those stories happen way too often.
Yep.
But yeah, I do think I definitely see that. That's one thing I hate about black culture. Is like we feel like we got to give everything a fucking cool ass title. Let the shit happen. Don't call it a black renaissance. Make the shit happen.
Let history call it a renaissance.
It won't be a black for real. It won't be a black renaissance to me until these motherfuckers that we just mentioned say, you know what? Let's put our money together and start our own production company.
And just start doing new shit. Like
you're gonna be mad at what I'm about to say, but you got Tyler Perry.
No. I actually don't even mind you saying that. I just wish he would hire more fucking black directors.
I wish he would like switch.
I didn't know he didn't hire black directors. I don't know too much about Tyler Perry.
Like only movies that I see coming out from his production company are his movies.
Well, the only thing he did else was Alex Cross, which he tried to
To play the lead.
Yeah, he played the action hero. I was like, all right, I see you trying to switch up a little bit.
I heard it wasn't that good.
But
and I'm not trolling. That's what I heard.
I never watched
there was
it.
there was no buzz.
I wasn't interested.
I heard no,
But to add on what you're saying, but to add on what you say, yeah, man, like I would love to see like people like explore like other genres besides like comedy. I think we say,
like,
dude.
Like you, like Winston said earlier, we got to stop using the same fucking structure to get our shit out because we got fucking technology and we can make our own films.
My nigga, you broke your wrist or something?
Nah, man, I'm just like,
oh my god, snapped his wrist in half,
man.
No, I heard you saying "dang" and it looked like you were rubbing your wrist right there.
Ovaltine. So you gotta get your Ovaltine. But yeah,
man, we got so many genres you can explore into. Like we can do sci-fi, we can do superhero, dude. You can do suspense.
I don't think
psychological drama.
I
just did it.
I honestly don't think. I honestly don't think there's a lack of black talent that can make new and creative shit. I think is
getting the opportunity,
not the opportunity, and waiting on an old system to give them an opportunity.
And that's why I said don't call it the Black Renaissance until we have our own production companies.
I mean,
when we become the gatekeepers, we can have our own shit.
We become WB,
man. For real,
Warner Brothers.
I don't know about WB.
Man, we could be that big though. That's
that's what I'm saying.
We could be that big.
Yeah. Well, no.
You know what I meant?
He's not the news aspect.
No, I'm talking about the movie aspect. Somebody could be like, see, I knew
it's just like when like I. This is gonna sound problematic as fuck, but I understood what Charlamagne the God was saying when he made that tweet that upset so many, Oh,
you talking about black women?
Yeah,
I know.
Yeah, I understood his tweet. His delivery was wrong.
Very wrong.
Yeah, it was very
super wrong.
And then somebody actually said what he tried to say, but he kind of like
he fumbled that shit hard as fuck.
That was the tweet while he was taking a shit. I know it was. He was busy. He had to take a shit.
He was trying to get it out.
Yeah, he was trying to get it out, wipe his ass, and go.
You know what's funny? I bet he tweeted. He was like, "Oh shit." He just sat there like, "Damn."
But I get what he was saying, and I agree with what he was saying.
Yeah.
Because my thing is like, instead of complaining about the shit.
No, I mean, you can wait on. No, that's real talk, man. You can leave that shit.
Hey, you trying?
I would have went with that.
No, we're better than that.
The only reason I censored is because I was actually referencing how many black women. I was remember how many black women. Charlamagne, and so I was like, instead of.
Yeah.
Wait a minute.
Don't cancel this shit. Don't cancel this shit.
Don't even get popping.
I be thinking quick, boy. Anyway. Instead of complaining about it, try to see, just like you said, see the intent of what he's saying.
Mm-hmm.
And what he was saying was, we need our own media outlets. We need our own, man. There's no reason why Lil Wayne can't take the rest of the money he got, link up with Drake.
That's the worst example in history.
Yep.
Listen to what I'm saying. Listen to what I'm saying.
They ain't letting that money go back.
Or it's just Lil Wayne, man. You think Lil Wayne's gonna actually make a coherent business decision like that, where there's risk? I don't know about risk. I think he'll go with.
Let me see the business plan, baby.
No, but I was pretty sure what I'm saying. I feel like where there's risk and there's a chance he can lose money. I think he's gonna go to try. He's gonna go to try and true. He's gonna go with the title.
Lil Wayne going independent is not a fucking risk. That's what I'm saying. That was my business plan
as an artist.
It's not a risk, but
it's not a risk.
It's gonna be a legal matter.
You think he still got buzz like that? I don't know if he has buzz.
He got enough, but man, look, if motherfucking New Edition can go on tour and sell out, Lil Wayne can fucking sell out.
Can you stand the rain, nigga? Can you stand the rain? Hold up.
These niggas got heated.
They're trying to compare Lil
What's you talking about, Johnny Gill? What you talking about, Johnny Gill?
They're trying to talk about New Edition.
Bobby, Ricky, and Mike, nigga. Bobby, Ricky, and Mike.
He ain't Bobby. What's wrong with you?
Nobody come see you, Otis.
Poison. He ain't got poison in the catalog.
He ain't got juice like that.
Got like 6 foot, 7 foot, ain't as good as poison, nigga. Nigga, 6 foot, 7 foot, nigga.
All this blasphemous talk. I was like, I was with you for a minute, then you dropped that analogy. I was like,
but my thing, okay, fine. I'll pick a worse R&B group. Well, they're not musically. They're still talented as
You
fuck.
can say if fucking
Jagged Edge.
If Jodeci could go,
I don't like Jagged Edge. I'm sorry.
Really, nigga?
Oh shit, Blackstreet came in. I remember Blackstreet came in.
One of how many?
I love that. I love No Diggity. Yeah, they did.
That's Blackstreet.
Yeah, they came to town.
Really?
Yeah.
Like
Didn't they perform? I think they
Look,
performed at the amphitheater. Anyway, you going off?
Fuck it.
Going off
I'll take it back.
Good times.
I'll compare that to rap. I'll compare Lil Wayne shit to another rap artist.
Uh-oh.
If Lauryn Hill can still fucking sell tickets, and she don't even show up at the damn show, Lil Wayne can sell some motherfucking tickets.
He can sell some tickets. You think you got?
He can sell enough tickets. All you got to do is pick the right venue, and you selling out.
You got to pick a hole. I'm just playing. He ain't that bad off.
He ain't that bad off. That's what I'm saying. Like, he ain't that bad
that
off. Like, that nigga,
Yeah,
he literally just did a
feature.
feature. He literally did a feature on a motherfucking Grammy-winning album just last year with Chance the Rapper.
Yeah, no problems.
Yeah.
So my thing is like, bro, you got to know street. That's why I'm like looking at. I don't know the aspects of his contract or anything like that.
Yeah.
But I'm looking at Lil Wayne like, motherfucker, change your name from Lil Wayne to Tunchi, and actually have your name as Tunchi and sell your fucking music independently.
Yeah, that's
I
what's
don't
up.
think
As long as your name Lil Wayne is under Cash Money, you can change your fucking name and still
Yeah,
like
people gonna
reinvent
buy.
yourself.
If it's Lil Wayne, people gonna buy it. If
Niggas
it's
is
Lil
still waiting for the Carter 5 to drop.
Wayne, yeah.
Hey, baby, don't pull up on us, bro. We ain't nothing.
I got respect for Baby. I'm putting all respect on that nigga name because he a hustler.
I'm just saying that because, like, I don't know. He seemed real petty. He seemed like he might.
No, I'm just saying, like, I'm just saying, like, him and Slim and the way they fucking finesse their way into the fucking game, having the
shit's
largest fucking deal ever in history for hip hop.
Yeah, Universal.
Bro, fuck that. Them niggas was millionaires before that deal.
Yeah.
And so for them to fucking, man, fuck that. I salute that nigga. You can't knock the hustle. Jay-Z taught us that, baby. You cannot knock the hustle.
I am going to criticize you.
You can criticize it, but you can't knock it. Niggas make their money. Niggas gonna make their money. Put some respect on that name.
That's hilarious.
But yeah, I mean, like, that's my whole thing. Is like, man, like, to have a black renaissance, you gotta have your own shit. So I don't see why like Lil Wayne don't change his name to Tunchi.
You know, you sound like Dame Dash. You sound like Dame Dash for a second. You gotta be your own boss. If you get money,
Don't call somebody else daddy. Don't call him daddy.
I'm just fucking with
That's
you.
real shit though.
You gotta have a starting point.
Yeah, you gotta have a start. I'm not knocking that. My personal ultimate goal is to have my own shit. That way, if people want it from me, you gotta come pay for it, nigga.
Yeah.
That's the only way to make it in fucking America.
Yeah, I agree.
Have your own shit and have somebody buy it from you, and then make another fucking. You gotta flip that young nigga, move that dope.
Yeah.
Don't it make
And
you
also,
feel good?
and also from a music standpoint, maybe distribution. Buy your own distribution company.
Buy your own distribution
Or
company.
publishing.
Do something.
Yeah.
Do something.
Yeah.
Ain't no reason to be sitting around here waiting for somebody to release you.
I
I'm
fucking
sorry.
agree with that.
Fuck that.
Especially in this day
I'm not
time.
waiting for nobody.
I can
nigga don't be doing that. Nigga,
Gotta get out.
We're seeing
throw
ghouls.
the whole microphone at the nigga.
We're seeing ghouls and goblins right here.
And so like going back to the Black Renaissance thing, like
Yeah.
Issa Rae, Childish Gambino, or Donald Glover, because you know that's his actual name when he's directing.
I want to call him Childish.
I'm gonna call Childish Gambino no matter what.
So I want to say,
Yeah,
hit the comment section real quick about the whole Issa Rae insecure thing. Like, whose team are you on? Because I really want to know. Because I've been hearing different things
Team
about
Lawrence.
This. All right,
all
that's
day.
listen. I don't know. I haven't watched it yet.
I'm not that deep in.
I'm just saying. I heard some fuckery was going on, and then Cat was like, you know what, Lawrence, you do better on your own.
Man.
But that's it. I just wanted.
I can do bad all by myself to use the Tyler Perry title.
Oh my god.
I can do that all by myself. Fuck you, Issa.
That's funny.
That's all I wanted. Y'all proceed.
But yeah, I mean, like Issa Rae, Childish Gambino, all these, you know, young black celebrities, especially with somebody like Childish or Donald.
Call you damn. Put some respect on that man.
I don't even want to call that man Donald because of 45. But anyway,
4-5.
We gotta figure out this nigga middle name.
Just call him Glover, man.
The glove, cause he be grabbing that money for, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Grabbing it. That nigga playing Simba, cause
Yeah.
you know how much money that is? Disney pay a lot.
Yeah, Disney does play a lot.
And that
James
nigga
Earl
got
Jones
two,
is,
he got two Disney movies on his belt now. Star Wars.
No,
Star Wars.
No, he got
is
another
Disney
one.
title.
He had another one.
Wasn't the Martian Disney?
No, he had another one with was it like the with like this grown dude was going back to like some internet like a Google S company and Donald Glover was like the producer or whatever. He was like one of the bosses in it.
It was
I forgot.
Disney? It was Disney?
I think so. It was like PG movie. I don't know. Yes,
But-
I associate Disney with PG movies.
I don't
that's
blame
normal.
you. But even like, it wouldn't surprise me if he was actually trying to do some shit like that because he's actually a forward-thinking person like that.
Yeah.
So he's like, shit, I'll just make my own company and then fucking have my boys write their shit or whatever. It's just like his TV show. Like his brother wrote some of the scripts. So his brother was a fucking executive producer as well as a writer.
I still got to finish
So-
Atlanta.
Bruh,
Yeah,
you got
it's
to.
good,
It's fucking dope.
Last episode, funny as shit.
Man. And you loved that last episode.
Oh god.
But
So fucked up.
Issa Rae, like she doing her thing, you know, and like I'm under the impression that like in order to fucking have like a renaissance, in order to actually start like, because people forget that the renaissance is tied to the age of enlightenment.
Yeah.
So you just can't throw out renaissance just all willy nilly.
Yeah.
There has to be a movement going,
Yeah.
and it can't just be like, oh, they hiring niggas to make movies now. Woo! Like no, niggas are hiring niggas to make movies now.
I mean, I feel like that's a starting point. I mean, the top would be what you're talking about. Would be us starting, big production companies, not just like small production companies that might make one or two films.
Yeah.
Every 2 or 3 years or whatever.
It's
the fuck.
like you got to start somewhere too.
Yeah, you definitely.
And
have to start somewhere.
all I'm saying is I see that point and they are starting and I'm happy about that. I'm very proud of everybody doing their thing.
Definitely.
And they should be celebrated. But it's too early to say it's a renaissance.
We need more.
I need a bigger movement, bro. I need way more than
That's why
that.
we here, bro. We gonna start this.
So I'm writing my script right now, man.
Write your shit, bro. I'm right
They about to put me in, coach. We about to put ourselves in. But
Exactly.
yeah, I feel. He said, "That's what I've been talking about, man." You stupid.
Nigga.
But also from the perspective of, us depicting ourselves in a broader spectrum. When we're making, our films and have, unique and interesting perspectives, it brings light to people that aren't necessarily thought of as quote unquote black and all of that. And I think that's a beautiful thing too.
Yeah.
And I think that can, if we have a consistency of that can influence how kids and, young kids think about themselves, young black kids think about themselves, and, what white kids think about black people and what, Latin and with everybody. It just a snowballing effect. So what?
No, entice them.
No.
I wasn't about to jump out the window. I just don't care.
No, I'm not trying to trigger it at the end. Let's go. Let's keep going. Let's keep moving.
No, but I think that is a very interesting perspective, and I think sometimes people do consider the social impact of certain characters and movies and all of that, but it's down the line. I don't think people think about it as much as when it's happening.
Yeah,
is when people are
and
taking those
that's
steps.
what I'm saying. Is like give it time. You know what I'm saying? It's because like especially with this day and age, like everybody want to attach a title to some shit, just to be the first one to attach a title to some shit. You know what I'm saying?
I didn't think of it from that perspective. I just thought of it as people just being like, this is going on. This is interesting, and this is what it makes me feel. And when I heard Black Renaissance from the person I heard it from was the director of Moonlight, and I feel like he just it was just a vibe that he felt, and he was just like
was it during his Oscar speech?
You said what?
Was it during his Oscar speech?
No. It was like some interview. Yeah, it was an interview he did for his film. I think it was like it might have been at this.
You're entitled to your own opinion and your own feelings about something. So that's you can't take that away from it. If he feels as a renaissance, like he would have more insight into the industry than we would.
Yeah.
So if he's seeing like he's not basing it just on like directors or like black directors getting the spotlight, but like black writers behind the scenes, like people on the production teams and everything, the editors. He's probably basing it on that. Like, yo, we in here.
Yeah. And I think
I still say give him more time.
No, I get your perspective.
Like, I'm not knocking anybody. Like, once again, like, everybody's entitled to their opinion. I'm just going to be that person that's like, okay, like, I hear you, but
Show me more.
Show me the Carfax.
Yeah,
like, seriously, bro. Like, don't just say some shit.
Yeah, and
back it up.
And the other thing I'm thinking about is, we've had periods where there've been more there's been more, not necessarily more black directors, but more films, I guess, coming to the spotlight in fucking early 2000s, in the 90s, in the 80s.
Blaxploitation could have been
just follow me where I'm about to go with this. And like it's had its time, it peaked to a certain extent, and then it kind of went back down. The wave went back into the ocean, and then you had like every now and then you get a black film or whatever, and then it kind of it's revved back up. 80s went back down, revved back up in the 90s, went back down. And I'm just wondering if this is going to be a consistent thing, and I'm hopeful, like consistent thing of black films getting made, and then hopefully in the light of being a broader spectrum. And I have no problem with the quintessential black film, but I don't just want to see the quintessential black film. I want to see broader spectrums of how
you want to see us explore other.
Exactly.
Yeah,
be creative.
We're capable of it.
Yeah, like Sid was saying,
we're very capable of it.
Like, I wouldn't mind seeing like some sci-fi. You don't like it. Then I don't want people to mistake it for me just saying I want all black cast.
You want black people in space?
Yeah. Like no, I mean like
niggas.
It doesn't necessarily have to be a black protagonist.
You remember that show?
Oh yeah.
But it doesn't necessarily have to be a black protagonist in space. You can have like a Native American protagonist. The sky's the limit, man. You just gotta like be creative. Like you don't have to put people in there just because like. This is the way coaches do it. I want to
meet a racial quota?
Or pick a I want to put this gay person in here because you know what? Just because I didn't write them in. There's really no reason for them to be here. Mm-hmm. They give nothing to the story. Yeah. But you can just put a cat in there. Like his whole purpose could be like to further the plot, further somebody's backstory, and it just so happens he's gay. Okay, whatever. But like,
I mean, I'm cool with both as long as the story's good and it's not super apparent.
Yeah, I'm just saying, just don't put shit in there just cause. Like, don't put a black person in this movie just cause we need more diversity. Just like write him in there, give him a purpose to be in here.
I definitely agree with that. It's just
like I want everything in there to have a purpose. I want you I want everything to be.
You want the
meaningful.
plot to be good, basically.
Yeah, everybody should want the plot to be good.
Yeah, because like that's what I'm not trying to like interpret shit for you, but that's what I'm hearing. Is like
everybody
if you just add shit just to add shit, then like that's you watering down your own work.
We don't need other Dragon Ball evolutions in there. We don't need another Dragon Ball evolution.
When I say water it down, I mean like you're making Avatar, The Last Airbender.
God damn.
You know what I'm saying? And that's a great fucking like.
My head hurts thinking about this shit.
That's a great fucking example
of what not to do.
Because it was a cast with people of color in it, and it had white people in it too. And so it's like, okay, you got these people of color in it, but they don't have they're not. The characters aren't even true. The characters aren't even true to the source material in the first place.
You know what we were about to say? Like when I first saw it, my first thought, I was mad. I thought it was like, man, I saw the last episode. I was like, please don't show black people and then show this man bending Earth. For some reason, don't do it. Yeah. I was like, don't do it, man. Mix everybody up, please. I was like,
and this is the biggest example that I can use about that pertaining to what Seb was saying. M. Night Shyamalan, and if y'all remember the first time we had this discussion, I love him.
I love him. He said
I remember that y'all both were like, yeah, I would like to see that Split movie. Not realizing that this shit was directed by M. Night Shyamalan.
So you said that I stopped
Split. What was Split?
The dude with the 7 personalities.
Oh, yeah.
I was that's why I was laughing when y'all talk. I was like,
hit that grain of salt,
niggas.
I know, but that shit look interesting.
I ain't gonna say shit. I'm just gonna let
us go in the theaters.
I'm like, yep.
Directed by M. Night Shyamalan.
Oh, that's my boy. That's my boy.
Dirty motherfucker.
But yeah, when it comes to Avatar, he was like, oh, traditionally the name is pronounced Ong, so we're gonna have him called Ong, and it did nothing for the fucking story. Like you just jerking your dick right now, bro. Chill out. You're literally you're literally just playing with yourself, bro. Like you did that for yourself.
It made him feel special.
You know.
So we pretty much ran over. Man, we might continue some of this shit in the after party. But yeah.
After the party is the after party.
Thank you again for tuning in. It's been your amazing host, Phenom. So check out the channel. Check out everybody's social medias. Check out my personal channel if you would like. If you like games, anime, and stuff of that nature, I will get back in the groove of making stuff. I got a new series coming out. I'm gonna shock y'all with that.
Oh shit!
I'm gonna shock y'all with that.
Well, I can't premiere the new series.
Hey,
That's what I'm talking about, bro.
You got any guest appearances?
I'm out here.
You have Henny and Tez make
Features?
guest appearance.
Yeah.
I got
But
16 on
it's
it. I got
Phenom, so
16 bar on it.
Go ahead, Henny. Since somebody doesn't
yeah.
want to go next, go ahead.
Change the format, man. Come on.
Petty.
Yes.
All right, it's
Crown me,
it's
baby.
Henny Neutron. You check me out on Twitter.
He forgot his Twitter handle again.
What is it? Quest King? Quest _King?
I knew it.
I swear to God, bro.
We passed the ball. He's like,
It's in the
It's cool,
description.
it's
So
Thank you. Thank you.
cool.
I really appreciate that.
Then we got this other
What's
guy.
up? Oh, yeah. Okay. Anyway, this is Tez. Hope you enjoyed the episode. Hit us with the comments, and hopefully you enjoyed what you heard, and you're not too triggered.
If you are, fuck you.
Petty dog.
That's not coming from me, but anyway. My Twitter handle is Tez the Great at Mars Brooks, and deuces.